Welcome to another key session on large language models, LLMs, and related technologies. These videos are designed to sharpen your knowledge and prepare you for interviews in today's competitive job market. Each video includes a free self-evaluation quiz, and for our interns, we provide exclusive Anki flashcards to help you master and retain these concepts effectively. Let's get started. Wishing you the very best in your learning journey.
You know when you see one of those slick demos of a new AI agent and you think, wow, that's amazing. Why can't I use this right now? Well, it turns out the journey from a cool demo to a product we can all actually rely on is, well, it's a treacherous one. Let's dive into what that gauntlet really looks like. So you've really got two completely different worlds of AI. On one hand, you have the demo AI. It lives in this nice, tidy little lab where everything is simple, controlled, predictable. But on the other hand, you have the production AI. This one has to survive out in the wild, the messy, chaotic, real world, all while being super reliable and able to scale up. They are two totally different beasts. And that brings us to the big question, right? What does it actually take to bridge that massive gap? What are the trials an AI agent has to pass before it's really ready for prime time? The best way to think about it is like a rite of passage. Before an AI agent can be truly useful, it has to run a gauntlet, this intense series of trials that are designed to push its limits and ultimately to earn our trust. So this is basically the roadmap for that whole journey. The agent has to overcome these tough technical hurdles, things like memory and scale. Then it has to pass our trust tests, by not making stuff up. And finally, it has to prove it can be responsible with our data and our security. This is the path. All right, let's kick things off with the first set of trials, the technical gauntlet. Before we can even think about trust or ethics, the agent has to prove it has the raw technical chops to function outside of that safe little lab. And in this part of the gauntlet, the agent faces 4 huge technical tests. It has to manage its own memory limitations, scale up to meet potentially massive demand, integrate with all sorts of other complex systems, and of course, recover gracefully when things inevitably go wrong. Because they will. Okay, first up is the trial of context length. And this gets to the heart of a frustration I think we've all felt. An AI model has a limited memory, what they call a context window. And if a conversation goes on for too long, it literally starts to forget what you talked about at the beginning. Just picture it. You're 20 minutes into a customer support chat, you've explained your whole issue in detail, and then the AI agent just says, "So, how can I help you?" It's not just annoying, it makes the tool completely useless. That's a classic context link failure. Beyond just memory, there's the massive challenge of scalability. A demo might work flawlessly for a handful of test users, sure, but can it handle 10,000 live users all at once without crashing and burning? Making that jump is a monumental technical hurdle. But being technically capable is only the first part of the gauntlet. Now comes a much harder challenge, the human trust test. This is where the agent has to prove that it's not just powerful, but that it's also genuinely helpful and, well, honest. And this test really boils down to 2 key things: managing those infamous hallucinations, which we're about to get into, and providing a user experience that's clear, efficient, and just not frustrating to use. Okay, let's talk about the big one, hallucination. This is when the AI, with all the confidence in the world, just makes stuff up. It isn't lying in the human sense of the word. It's more like a system error that spits out very plausible-sounding nonsense. And the stakes can be incredibly high. A travel agent booking the wrong flight is bad enough, but a legal AI that just invents a court case that never happened, that can have absolutely devastating consequences. This isn't just a bug, it's a fundamental trust breaker, because every single time an AI hallucinates, it just erodes our trust. If you can't rely on the answers it's giving you, the whole tool becomes a liability instead of an asset. The other side of this trust coin is just good user experience. Even if an agent is 100% accurate, who is going to use it if its answers are slow, buried in confusing jargon, or just rambling and verbose? A great production-ready agent respects your time and gives you clear, helpful information. So, our agent has proven its technical skill. It's even managed to earn our trust. But there's one final gauntlet it has to run: the responsibility mandate. This is where the agent has to prove it can be a good citizen in our digital world, operating safely, securely, and ethically. This final stage involves 3 absolutely critical trials: locking down security to prevent any misuse, constantly monitoring its own performance and health, and making sure its decisions align with our laws and our values. First up is security. The goal is simple: protect the systems, protect the data, and protect the users from harm. The threat, though, is pretty tricky. Malicious users can use all sorts of clever techniques to trick the agent into ignoring its own safety rules and doing something harmful. It's a huge area of concern. Responsibility also means constant vigilance. You can't just launch it and walk away. Production agents need round-the-clock monitoring. Developers are always watching dashboards, just like this, tracking success rates, response times, error frequency. It's the only way to catch problems before they spiral out of hand. And finally, we get to the ultimate test of responsibility: ethics. When an agent starts influencing big decisions in things like hiring or finance, we absolutely must ensure its choices are fair, unbiased, and aligned with our human values. This isn't an optional feature, it's a core requirement. So, you see, getting an AI agent ready for the real world isn't about solving just one problem. It's a marathon of solving all these deeply connected technical, safety, and human-centered challenges. It's about passing every single trial in the gauntlet. So the next time you see a new, impressive AI tool, you can look past the shiny demo and ask the real question: has it run the gauntlet? Is this just a clever trick, or is it truly ready and responsible enough for the real world?
Thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to test your knowledge with the quick self-evaluation quiz. The link is right in the description. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. And if you haven't yet explored our self-paced AI internship program, visit shogini.com for full details. Wishing you all the best in your AI journey.